Got breakfast in the shape of pumpkin spice bagels with tofuti cream cheese, a little bit of chocolate chips, and strawberries. Yay! I don't know if you guys can tell, but he actually just got done crying because he busted his lip. Oh, he was bleeding a little bit. Poor little guy. Guys, I've been doing something miraculous, and it's like he's grown because I literally just set him down here, and right before coming down the stairs, he was still crying and screaming, and he just laid down. Oh. And he'll like put himself to bed. The only bad side, well, it's not bad, but he's been wanting to go to sleep really early and waking up really early. Huh? Bad boy. What does he need?
He needs more sleep.
No, he needs spankings.
And Allie doesn't want to let him sleep.
I do. What are you talking about?
She wants him to sleep then. So she thinks putting him to bed later is going to make him sleep later, but that's not how it works.
No, it's not.
Because he's going to wake up at 6, between 6 or 7, regardless of what time he goes to sleep.
Yeah, dude, and it sucks, but look, oh man, the dogs are still outside. I semi-decorated for Halloween. There's
Milky for you.
Yes! And then there's birds up there. Spooky. Spooky! I made a delicious dinner consisting of potato gnocchi and peas in like an A1 cream-based steak sauce. Like, it was so good. That sounds disgusting, but I was in the mood for something vinegary. And he totally, like, he said he made it up, like, off the top of his head. And he did an amazing job because it is delicious. I'm going to eat this. I feel like I look super, like, pregnant. And it's literally, this is all just me. I'm just fat, everybody. I'm just fat. Man, I love my new software, but boy, it's gonna be the death of me. It's so, I don't know. I want to make a cool, nice video for Vladimir's birthday, like a montage sort of thing, but it's proving a little bit harder than what I thought, but it'll be nice. I know the end result will be really, really nice. Just got done telling Raymond the traitor, who is now going to leave me for ugly ragamuffin Juliet, that I just got done watching the trailer for the Power Rangers movie, the new one, set to come out, next year. Looks very, very interesting. And by interesting, I mean weird. Do you like her? You don't like any of them? Oh, do you want to tell them what you did outside today? No? He buried a dead body outside. No. Honestly, he got rid of the oleander bush because he wants to get the chicken coop set up before Vladimir's birthday party.
You see her desperate to lick me? Did you see her?
Yeah, she's gross. A fun little fact before me and Raymond really gave our souls into the veganism way. Juliet was actually purchased from a local breeder here in town. I will literally never buy another dog or animal, anything ever again. But like I was saying, she was here locally from a breeder here in town, and it was funny because it was in between her and one of her half sisters that I wanted to buy, and the lady, when she pulled Juliet out, her and her two brothers were living in a pack and play, and it was funny because she put her on the floor so I could compare her to the other little girl that she had brought out, and literally the thing that the lady says as soon as Juliet hits the floor is, oh, this is her first time her feet have ever touched floor. And we thought it was just really weird because basically she was born in the pack and play, and she, for the first 8 weeks of her life, the pack and play was the only thing that she knew. And Juliet's kind of neurotic in the sense that she will try to lick you until end of time, and even then she will continue to lick you, and when you yell at her and tell her not to lick you, she will just proceed to lick the air around you. She's freaking crazy, and we say it's because her feet hadn't touched floor for like 8 whole weeks. So isn't that right?
Yeah.
And then
she needs a freaking haircut so
I know, we're waiting for
People
Monday.
think that we're like abusing her because we don't get her haircut.
She cray. And then Prissy, I'm gonna give you guys just a quick recap of where all the animals came from. Prissy actually came from the animal shelter, the lead animal shelter. Raymond was in the mood for a long-haired cat, and they didn't really have any real long hair, well, not really long-haired cats, but they had this one, and I picked her out. She looks kind of gross, but I like her. She's cool. Chibi came from...
What I said when we first, like, we're gonna pick her out. Then look at her face had been ran over.
Yeah, that's exactly, you hear that? Chibi, come back. I was talking about you. Chibi, I was in the mood for a black cat because we had gone to PetSmart one day, me and Raymond, years ago, and they have like the animals that you can adopt. Well, back in the day, they used to have a lot of requirements for like adopting. It's like you had to give them your left lung and your liver and your soul to adopt a cat. But I fell in love with this cute black cat, and its tail was broken. It had like a crink in it because it had gotten ran over, and it just like healed that way, and it wasn't causing the cat any pain, but its tail was just like crinked. And I fell in love with that black cat, but I couldn't adopt it because it was just, they were asking too much for me, and at the moment in time I still lived with my mom and dad. So me and Raymond were on the search for a black cat, and you would think black cats are just everywhere. For whatever freaking reason, for like the following 2 or 3 months leading up to finding Chibi, there were no freaking black cats, exclusively, black kittens anywhere. We looked at the animal shelters. Hell, at one point we were even looking in pet stores, and no one had black kittens. So I had about given up 3 months later, and all of a sudden Raymond sends me this like Craigslist ad, and it was all the way in Boulder City, and this couple had 2 stray cats, or well, we had ended up finding out that it was 2, but the ad said that they had a stray cat that like was living in their outside storage shed, and she had kittens, and they were deciding to keep the mama cat, but were not trying to keep any of the kittens, and they were giving them away for free to good homes. So we drove all the way down to Boulder City to pick her out, and it was in between her and this cute fat little black cat, which was a boy, one of her brothers. But I was so excited because Chibi's mom was so sleek and skinny and just like so Halloween and like street cat. Like, she looks so nice. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, she's gonna grow up to look just like her mom. Tell me why that cat is a freaking walking like marshmallow puff, a black marshmallow puff. So that's where Chibi came. Scarlet came from the animal shelter as well. We were looking to add another pit bull at the time to our family because we had already had one. We already had one at the time. And we were looking for a bigger dog because she's obviously small, and we weren't really looking for a puppy at all. And we're looking through all the little like the little cells, and it's funny because in this one in particular, it looks like it's empty, and there's like this tiny little cat bed, and it's like a pink little cat bed. And it's funny because I'm like, there's nothing in that one. And then like as I'm walking away, I see the tiniest little head like pop up from beneath the like bed and just look at me, and I like die. I'm like, Raymond, come look. And I showed it to him, and there was Scarlet at the time, whose name was Petal. And then we had ended up getting her, according to them, she was like 13 or something weeks old when we first got her. Boy, poor damn dog was about like 7, so like 7 weeks old, like 6 or 7. I can't remember what the vet had said, but yeah, super cute, ugly dog. That's Scarlet. Who else am I missing? Vincent, Raymond actually got from a breeder in town as well. They were trying to get rid of him. He's allegedly a ragdoll. What is he? A ragdoll?
Ragdoll Siamese.
A ragdoll Siamese mix, and they're supposed to be super sweet. They bred them to be the most angelic fucking creatures in the world. That douchebag scratched my face. He's gotten better over the years, but he's always been such a douche. From the first moment I saw him, I remember because I told Raymond when he went to go pick him up, what is it called, that he should bring him over to my house, and he did, and the little bastard scratched me then and there, and I knew that he was gonna be trouble. I'm like, I hate you. Quincy, even though the little doesn't live with us anymore, actually came from a breeder as well. That was the last animal we purchased from a breeder, and it was a breeder in Arizona. who specializes in colored Bostons. I will never have a Boston Terrier again in my entire life. I don't think someone could pay me to have a Boston Terrier. They are literally, it's really weird. They have too much personality for me, like 1,000% too much personality. I don't even feel like it's personality. It's like them being little McWeenies. Like they're just out to get you all the time. And some people love that quirkiness, but I do not. Like I literally like my animals, like my dogs, like little like couch potatoes and a little ditzy. Even though that does get annoying, I love Shih Tzus, but they tend to be kind of, they're always so happy, and they don't really ever understand when you're, like, they don't understand general anything, so whatever. You know, they're a little bit stubborn sometimes, too, but I love them, but no more Boston Terriers ever, ever again. And apparently I've been told that Frenchies are the exact same way, so never getting a Frenchie. I mean, never mind the fact that they're, like, super duper expensive, but still. Yeah, but that's it. That's all of the animals. The chickens came from a hatchery, what is it called? A tack and feed store. Never doing that again either. I'm going to solely try to adopt hens that have either come from, you know, like ex-battery hens or factory hens, or just, you know, adopting hens that need homes. So, no more animals though. No more animals until, this might sound really morbid, but until all of these ones pass, because I am great. We got a really good combination going on here, and even when we don't, it's at least a tolerable one. So, I hope you guys liked today's vlog. I'm not sure why I decided to share the backstories of the animals, but I did. So, we will see you guys tomorrow. If you guys have any animals, let me know, like, where they came from. Let me know their stories. I'd love to hear. If you have a neurotic dog like Juliet, or a mean-spirited cat like Vincent, who's supposed to be the most loving creature in the world. Bye.